This is Barney Cargile with your encouraging word for today on Monday, June the 15th, and our word for today is simplicity. Years ago, I went to the dentist I got a temporary crown, and I went back a couple of weeks later to have the permanent crown seated and the temporary crown removed. And so first the dental assistant worked on me, and she, pulled and prodded and tried to get the temporary crown to come off, and it wouldn't. So then she calls the dentist in, and he probes and prods with all kinds of, dental tools, some of which didn't feel too good, and it didn't work for him. And so finally she said, just a second, I've got an idea. So she goes in the other room, brings back a gumdrop, a common ordinary gumdrop, has me open my mouth, seats it right in the spot where the crown is, tells me clamp down really hard, and she said, 1, 2, 3, open quickly. And I opened my mouth and pop, the temporary crown came out. Now that really struck me in a very interesting way, because I thought, here is this dentist office with dental instruments and tools worth literally millions of dollars. Here's a very highly trained, highly skilled, highly educated dentist, an educated, skilled dental assistant. Neither one of them and none of their expensive tools can do it. It's a simple 10-cent gumdrop that worked. And I think there's a powerful message for us in that, and that is that sometimes it's the simple things in life that are the most powerful. Think about the cross. Salvation. Jesus says, just trust in me. Receive my gift of eternal life. That's pretty simple. I think also the times that we're living in right now. Wow, we're just inundated with information right now. All kinds of stuff about what the government's doing or not doing, and can we trust the government, and COVID-19 and racial conflicts and tensions. And it's like, what's the answer? Can we trust the government? Can we trust the news? Can we trust what's on Facebook? I'm overwhelmed by it. I'm just going to tell you, I'm a simple guy. And I found great comfort and strength in one of my favorite Psalms during these times, and I think you will too. Mark this down. Psalm 131. It's very short, 3 verses. I'll read it. My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me. I don't understand it all. I can't understand. There's so much information. I would not want to be the president or a governor or some other public official right now that's having to deal with all these. And even David said, he was a king and said, I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me. I can set it aside, because here's what he says in verse 2, but I have calmed and quieted myself like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content. Now notice he doesn't say a nursing child, a weaned child that climbs up on its mother's lap, leans the head back, and just rests on the mother and falls asleep. Now, by the way, this is one of the places in the Bible where there's a picture of God as a mother. David says that's how he finds peace, just leaning on God's chest. And he says this, he concludes, Israel, put your hope in the Lord both now and forevermore. Put your hope, put your trust, put your confidence in the Lord, not the government, not the economy, not your boss, not anything else, but in the Lord. And it's amazing, these 3 simple verses provide such great strength around just keep it simple. Don't concern yourself with great matters, verse 1. Verse 2, lean back on God's chest like a weaned child and rest. Give it to him. And number 3, put your hope, your trust, your confidence in God. I believe this is one of the most important encouraging words that I've sent out so far, and I've sent out about 43 of them or something. I want to encourage you, if you like this, to share it with everyone. If it's also on my Facebook page, along with most of these others, Barney Cargile. And I'll probably also put it out in a Barney's Bullet pretty soon. But I believe this is a word that everyone needs to hear in our time: simplicity. And that is my encouraging word for today.